My favorite part about winter is fall when it comes to Wisconsin. You know, September comes around, everyone starts to pull out like the pumpkin spice lattes, the sweaters, the scarves, the cute little signs that say things like live, laugh, love. You know, and their favorite like oak stained piece of, I don't know, board or whatever it is that you buy at Menards or Etsy, whatever it is. And all is well for about 4 days until winter just comes in and absolutely just removes fall from everyone's hearts, because in Wisconsin, fall just doesn't exist. It shouldn't even be a season. It's just there's just tears. It's now 12 degrees here and the air hurts my face. And why do I live somewhere where the air
hurts my face?
Don't got a beard to protect it. You wanna know what else just kind of grinds my gears a little bit is when people make mistakes when they're driving around in the winter weather, because you know what? You wanna skirt around the Tokyo drift around the corner. Next thing you know, you're in Channel 6 News because you decided to take her off-road, and then you have wondering why your car entirely flipped. And that happens a lot more than you could possibly imagine. Well, guess what? I'm here to talk to you about some rookie mistakes that probably you could avoid if you just listen to me be angry about the fact that winter is cold and cold sucks. I'm Alex at FI on Instagram, and today we're gonna be talking about just that though. Rookie mistakes people make when driving in the winter. Because guess what? Winter sucks, winter's cold, and if I can make it suck less, I'm gonna do that. And of course, if you're looking for aftermarket wheels, tires, or suspension, be sure to check out fitmentindustries.com, where we have it all from your favorite winter tires to pretty much every type of wheel, coilover, or air suspension kit you could possibly imagine. Your little heart will be so happy because
we've got it all.
If you can spell it, we probably have it. Don't forget to hit that little red button. That's what's it called? Subscribe. Yeah, that's the one that I was talking about. So we can keep making bangers like this. And well, I guess let's just get into it. So the first mistake people make when they end up driving in winter is thinking that they aren't driving in winter. You see, this happens like every fall because it's 32 degrees out and snow is flying and the temperature is, you know, all well and dandy. Perfect freezing temperature, might you ask. But hey, the road is warm, so it doesn't matter. But then it turns to 25 degrees because the sun goes away, because the sun hates us. And as a result, those little white pieces of that land on the ground end up doing this weird thing called freeze. Even with the asphalt being a little bit warmer, it still just doesn't do much. The snow ends up melting, but not to the point where the water runs off and then it freezes. Ice is hard to drive on.
Obviously.
But people just don't seem to care, especially around the first snowfall. Yesterday, there wasn't snow, and today there is. So I'm not gonna change my driving habits, said the person that ended up in a ditch because they were going 75 and a 65 when it was 25 degrees out and there's a snowstorm. That's when you crash. You end up tailgating somebody by accident and hitting them. Or you're being a doofus and you end up in a ditch because you went to change lanes hard because you wanted to show that person in front of you that you have to go faster than them, you gotta get there sooner than them, and it don't matter how it looks. And then you go into the left lane and then you end up sliding off, and then you look like how everyone, anytime you've seen a bad driver do something dumb and you wish it would have happened to them, like that's what happens to you. And then what happens is then your bumper just sort of kind of kisses the ditch. First snowfalls are always the worst. If you've got yourself driving your summer car in the winter like I did by accident, don't freak out. A lot of times you can just keep your eyes on the asphalt to see if you see a reflection of ice or unplowed snow, because that usually means
that you're gonna be in trouble.
But the biggest thing that you're gonna wanna do is give cars around you space, because they've probably also forgot how to drive in winter. And that's just not an enjoyable time. Every single time you see somebody driving silly, you have to remember they also exist in the wintertime. You're just gonna wanna space yourself out. Like have yourself a nice big personal bubble, at least for the first 2 snowfalls, so that you don't make the mistake of thinking that the person in front of you or behind you has any idea what they're doing. Another rookie mistake people make in the good old crummy season of snow is thinking they absolutely cannot enjoy anything about cars for 6 months. And this happens a lot to a lot of people, mostly if you see it on forums and Facebook pages. The winter comes, everybody gets grumpy, everybody gets angry, they spend all the time inside, and then they fight about silly stuff. Pretty much everybody panics. No more driving your summer car, no more working on your car, no more going to events, no more nothing. And guess what? It sucks, so you're gonna make everybody else to have it suck too. It's practically like being grounded for something you didn't know you did. But that's not entirely like the case
right?
You can go tanning, get yourself some sun. There are plenty of things you can do in the wintertime to enjoy your car without needing to bring out the old shorts and tank top. I mean, wintertime actually opens up quite a few different activities that you can go take part in if you want to. You have things like winter autocross or ice autocross, where you can bring your car out to a good old frozen lake and run times on pure ice, because that is what every inner 10-year-old and any automotive enthusiast actually wants to do. Another thing to remember is you may not need to store your car. I said it. I know it's a taboo thing to say, but the amount of people that store their cars that don't actually need to be stored is pretty damn high, okay? You have Audis, STIs, WRXs, Evos, V-dubs, and even Acuras seem to sit dormant due to the fear of salt. And although salt is like blowing holes in your ship, if you manage to keep it properly clean and dry and not sit behind a salt truck for 50 miles, you won't just wake up to your entire fender being rusted out. And at the same time, if it's a car that you don't plan on keeping for a very long time, you know, I hate to say it, but enjoy it, man, because if you're only having it, or gal, if you're only having it for a year and 6 months it's snowing and you only keep the car for a year, 6 months, it's only 50% of the time, all right? Don't be afraid to take the car out once in a while and just enjoy it. And yeah, it's gonna be a little sketch, but it'll be fun. The issue comes into play because then somebody's like, Alex, I have aftermarket wheels and tires that I got from fitmentindustries.com, because that's what you're supposed to do, and I love you and your face. It doesn't matter that you don't have facial hair or some hairline issues, because your lackluster humor is what keeps me up at night. Anyway, I don't want to ruin my wheels with salt and snow, so what do? Do you put the stockers back on? Oh no, because somebody offered you $200 for them and you obviously took it, because why would you need your stockers anymore? And now you're stuck with aftermarket wheels and you have to want to drive it in the winter and you don't know what to do. Here's the easy solution. Just ceramic coat your wheels. Seriously, we offer it when people pick up wheels from us on the website, and it helps a ton. Ceramic coat helps give your wheels an extra layer of protection when it comes to things like water, sun, sand, rain, snow, and even the good old sodium, salt. It's essentially a no-brainer when you're going to be running aftermarket wheels in the winter, and if you even have stockers and you know how to, you can throw ceramic. You can pretty much ceramic coat anything, by the way. You can throw it on like seats, interior bits, wheels. Pretty sure you could probably put it on tires too if you really wanted to. A lot of individuals that have a less than superb experience with aftermarket wheels in winter is because of paint deterioration, the salt eating away at polished lips, and all of that stuff. And what that has to do is the fact that it's raw right on top of something that's supposed to essentially melt stuff away. Salt. Ceramic coat protects against that, so you can ball out in peace even in the cold. And still, if you're driving it on a summer set, it keeps your wheels looking really good. And finally, another rookie mistake people make when driving in the wintertime is not appropriately preparing to be Ken Block on the streets. You've done it, all right? I get it. I've done it. We've all done it. It doesn't even have to be snow. It could be any inclement weather at all. And if you haven't done it, either you don't have a car or you're a liar, because there's nothing in between. Drifting onto another road, a parking lot, an entrance, an exit, burning out, all of it. Snow pretty much turns all the fun stuff you can do in your car into tutorial mode, because the car doesn't have much traction, and everybody turns into a professional race car driver. I am a professional race car driver in the snow because I have deemed it so. Problem with this is that you can get awfully confident that you're gonna star in the next Gymkhana when you've nailed a snow slide into a parking lot one time. So you start doing it every time you possibly can, and then you end up kissing a curb with your wheels. I'm looking at you, Jacob. Remember, you're not like Ken Block, and if you don't do it in the summertime, you're not gonna be very good at doing it in the wintertime, and it's just something that you're gonna wanna keep in mind, especially if you're around others. Snow hides curbs. Ice prevents you locking your brakes in case you go into a ditch, and because we live in a state where the air hurts my face, there's gonna be a lot of times where things are gonna surprise you. You'd be surprised at what's underneath snow, because it's not just a road all the time. Sometimes there's some things that are on the road that you wish you didn't see as you're driving past. You know the stuff on the side of the roads? Guess what? That's under the snow now. And when you go into the ditch, you'll hit that stuff too. But hey, you know, if you can survive not being, you know, Ken Block, and you can keep your wheels on your car and you can drive it every once in a while, and you can actually drive safe in the snow, it's actually not that bad. It's just cold. And cold sucks. Maybe I'm angsty about this weather, but anyway, if you guys have any great stories about, you know, doing something fun in the winter time, let us know. And if you're looking for aftermarket wheels, tires, or suspension, be sure to check out fitmentindustries.com. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, because we like that, and it's self-affirmation, and cool number is a cool number. I mean, let's be honest, okay? I'm gonna go do little burnout donut things in my car, because that makes me feel like I know what I'm doing. I'm Alex from Fitment Industries, and we will see you later. Peace.